Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Chipbang chip. I have queso that has velveeta, rotel, onion, green onion, and cream cheese. And that's it. And I put some sour cream on top that made a heart. I have guacamole, spicy chicken nuggets that are frozen. I forgot what the brand is. I think it's Soul Food something, but I'll link it down below. I got it at Walmart. And then I have some of my favorite chips. I have Sun Chips. I have Flamin' Hot Ruffles. I already opened these. I have Spicy Sweet Chili Doritos. And I have all dressed Ruffles. Let's start eating because I'm crazy hungry. Yum. This is my favorite. My mom used to make this, but she never put cream cheese in it, so I did it one day and it tastes really good. I got all these chips at Walmart, by the way. Sorry if my hair is crazy. I didn't do anything to it. This guacamole is store-bought. I didn't make it, but it's really good. Yum. My favorite kind of chips are the folded ones. And I always thought I was alone until a long time ago I saw Trisha say that her favorite chips were the folded ones. So I'm like, yes, I'm not the only one. Oh, look at this. I could eat chips and queso literally every day. I eat chips every day, so I shouldn't say chips, but I could eat queso every day with my chips. Let's open these up. If you guys have never seen these before, they're just like flamin' hot but Ruffles. Whoa, the lighting went down. Sorry, it's cloudy again, of course. So, when is it not cloudy? I'm gonna say that every video. It's cloudy today, because it is. I like these because they're like big chips. They typically like are huge. Yeah. Once upon a time when I was younger, I would put chips in my sandwich. I mean, I probably still would do it if I ate sandwiches as much as I did when I was a kid. And I would always get these. And I would squish them in my sandwich, my bologna sandwich, and I would eat it. I like how this is just sitting down here. Yum. So I asked you guys what you wanted me to talk about, and the most liked comment was for to talk about my drug experiences. I don't know if that's appropriate. I mean, I don't mind talking about it on live, but I don't know about on here. But I mean, I'm not getting paid anyway, so might as well. I'll tell you guys about one of my terrible experiences to like scare some people away if they ever like want to are thinking about doing like or taking tabs. Which, if you don't know what a tab is, it's like not pure ecstasy. It's like normally laced with something else. So one time I was going to a party with a friend. And it was like a normal house party, whatever. I think I was 15 at the time. So me and my friend show up at this party, and someone's like, do you want ecstasy? And I'm like, ooh, sure. And he's like, they don't have Molly, all they have is tabs. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. I didn't know the dude, kind of sketchy. He like opens up this fucking binder full of pills, and I'm like, oh my god. Like tons and tons, and I'm like, he's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, what do you have? Because before that, I never really took tabs. I just took Molly if I ever, because I want like pure MDMA. So I was like, I don't know, just like give me what you have. And he just gives me something. I pay him, and I go out into the garage because you know most parties in the garage, everyone's smoking weed, like they're chilling. So I go out there, I smoke a little bit, I wait for it to like kick in, and my friend like disappeared, so I'm all alone. I don't know what she was doing. She was probably playing a beer pong or something. I remember they had like 2 kegs, so I'm gonna open up this, all dressed. This is like a mix between barbecue and salt and vinegar. So if you like a barbecue / salt and vinegar chip, you'll love these. Oh my god, look at this. Holy crap. Like, can we measure this? This is huge. I love it. So I'm like waiting for it to kick in, my friend's wherever, and then all of a sudden it starts kicking in, and I'm like, oh my god. Like my heart is like going really fast. I'm like, is this normal? Like I'm just like looking at everyone, and everyone's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not okay. Like I think I'm actually gonna die. And people were thinking I was being over dramatic, and I probably fucking was, because let's be honest, sometimes I'm a little bit over dramatic. So I'm like, oh my god. And they're like, sit down on the couch. And I'm like, okay. So you know how like when you're rolling, like you don't really want to sit down, you just like want to keep dancing and stuff. So I'm like sitting down, and I'm like, I can't sit still. And I'm like, I don't like this feeling anymore. Like it wasn't the same as like rolling on like MDMA. It was like it was laced with some weird stuff. So I'm like, oh my god, like what was in this? And I ended up like I never found the dude that like sold it to me. So I don't know if he left, like he just sold some and left. But I think it was laced with either heroin or speed. I don't know what it was, but I'm like low-key sitting in the corner because I start freaking out, and I have to like move around because I can't sit still. So I'm like walking around the party, like people are trying to offer me alcohol. I'm like, I don't need alcohol, I'm gonna die. Someone call like the cops. Like I need Jesus. Like someone pray for me right now. I'm literally gonna die. People are like, oh, you're okay. So I go toward the door, and I just like sit down, and like I put my knees to my chest, and I just start like holding my knees, because I'm like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna make sure everyone sees me. So I'm sitting by the door, like where people walk in, and I'm holding my knees, and like this one guy passes me. I remember this guy. I ended up running to him at another party. He's like, glad to see you're okay. And I'm like, Thanks. He's like, he crouches down to me. He's like, are you okay? You look like freaking out. And I'm like, no, I think I'm gonna die. And he's like, no, yeah, you're good. Like, come on, let's go outside. Walk it out. I'm like, okay. So he ended up walking with me for a little bit. And then I ended up losing him. And I go back to the party. And I'm like trying to find my friend. And we ended up going back because she brought her boyfriend with her. But I don't even think she was with her boyfriend at the time. I ended up going back to their place, and I just can't sit still because, you know, like if you're rolling it, it'll last like hours. And I'm like, I don't want this feeling to last. And my friend's like, maybe if you eat something. So she tried to feed me food, and obviously it didn't help. It like made me sick. But long story short, don't take pills from strangers. And if you do, make sure you have a test kit to test out what you're getting, because you might actually feel like you're gonna die. And that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had on tabs. And I will, after that, I think I rolled like 1 or 2 more times and then I stopped. Anyway, that's not really that interesting of a story because half the night I felt like I was gonna die, like in the corner, like I wasn't crying, but like I was scared to death. And you know how when you think bad thoughts when you're rolling, it like hypens like the badness, and like you just are not gonna have a good roll. Like you have to have good vibes like all night. I hate to say good vibes, but you have to be like positive when you're rolling. Okay. Garden salsa sun chips are my favorite out of all of the flavors. Aw, man. It's dark. Let's have some chicken nuggets, because they're just sitting over here in the corner looking all sad, and Trisha Paytas would not want me to leave these chicken nuggets alone. I did watch her most recent video that she did with her ex-boyfriend and her current boyfriend. I was like, what is wrong with you? Okay, I get it. Like, you want to make like shocking titles and shocking videos, like current boyfriend versus new boyfriend. I mean, current boyfriend versus new. Old boyfriend versus new boyfriend. Like, who knows me better? It's like, I felt so bad for Jason. Like, honestly. I love Trisha, like, but I just don't feel like that's okay to do to someone. You could tell Jason was super uncomfortable. And like, he can play it off. He can play it off and be like, oh no, like I'm totally fine, but you could tell by his face that he was not okay with it. God, this cheese dip, like, get in my belly. Does anybody else know how to like tame frizzy hair, or like, you know, do you see my hair? Like, it gets super kinky and wavy when I wash it. And if I don't style it, but does anybody know how to tame the frizz? Give me some of your secrets. I love these chicken nuggets so much. These are some of my favorite, the spicy ones. This brand is the best brand. So I'll link it down below if you guys want to like buy it at Walmart, but best brand of any. They don't just make spicy chicken nuggets. They also make chicken tenders, they make barbecue tenders, they make a lot. I've been known to go through a whole bag of Sun Chips in one night. Not just Sun Chips, I'm just saying that in general, but I've been known to go through a bag of chips. Nummy nom nom nom. Yum. What's your favorite dip? Do you like queso? Do you like artichoke dip? Do you like guacamole? Do you like salsa? What is Lay's favorite brand? Or where's your favorite dip? I know Chili's has a good dip, but I haven't been there in like years. And what's your favorite brand of chip? Just like answer all these questions. Favorite dip, favorite chip. So messy. I feel like I see the same videos from mukbangers, so I try to switch it up. Like, I see wings all the time. I see pizza. I see, what else? Like, fast food places like Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out. So I never want to, like, make the same videos all the time. I really do want to switch it up all the time. And I never see anyone do chips and dip. Besides Madison. I saw Madison mukbang. She made her own queso. And that's partly where I got the idea from. So shout out to Madison. I'll link her video down below. I love her Chipbangs. Gotta give her some credit. I think partly why I think everyone loved, or probably still loves, Divine Munchies is because she always did foods that like nobody else did, and she always like tried to switch it up. She never did like consistently did cheeseburgers or fries or like pizza. She was like trying Thai food and Mediterranean food, so that's why I loved her. I never give you a close-up of my cheese dip. The white stuff is sour cream, by the way. Yeah. Super easy recipe. I'll write the recipe down below. It's like you can tweak it to like what you want. If you don't want to make as much, you don't have to put as much in. But like super easy. And if you don't want to use Velveeta, or if you don't have Velveeta, you can use cheese from a deli. Deli cheese, don't ever get shredded or block cheese that's already processed. Go to the deli because that one melts nicer. So let's do more sun chips. I feel like the comment sections of YouTube sometimes are like a giant shit show. Like, people always think you're coming for the person in the video. I mean, unless you call them ugly, fat, disgusting, despicable, then like telling someone that you should like do something else is not like being mean. You're just being sensitive. You know what I mean? And I typically see people with like more subscribers, like let's say 500,000 or something, always think that people are being mean to them because they have more subscribers, or they're trying to get their clout or something like that. It's just so dumb. I feel like you grow a sense of ego when you keep growing on YouTube, and you feel like people just want to use you and stuff, and that's not always the case. Like, oh, they're just jealous because I have more subscribers. If you give them like criticism, it's crazy to me. Literally crazy. It's like, who knew that if you get so many subscribers that you grow like a giant ego? And it's not even just on YouTube. It's on Instagram too. Oh, you can't talk to me. You don't have as much followers as me. Oh, you're not good enough for me because I'm better than you because I have more subscribers or followers. It's like, what? We're all just doing what we love. You know what I mean? It's not even about like subscribers or followers. Yeah. It's really sad, but I don't know. It's almost like if you say anything, people are going to come for you, no matter what. So therefore, by me talking about this, people are going to be like, you're just jealous. You're just jealous. You wish you could have as much people that like you as they do. I mean, I like it when people like flaunt their money and stuff because like obviously you earned it. But there comes a point where like when someone's bragging about everything, I would be like, you need to calm down because not only are you bragging to the internet, you're bragging to those people that might rob you, and that's scary. I think it's cool to like show off what you have, like, hey, I earned this. But it's another thing to like put it all out there and someone find out where you live and rob you. It's like scary world out there. So if you have nice things, you probably shouldn't flaunt them. Because you never know who's watching. Ooh, a folded chip. And I'm saying that as someone that has gotten robbed before. I'll tell this story really quick. I'll sum it up. So, July 4th, it was on the 4th of July, which is why I very rarely celebrate anymore. Me and my mom and my sister decided to go watch fireworks downtown. So we go watch fireworks, we come back to our door wide open, and we're like, what the F? Like, you start freaking out. Like, when you see your door wide open, you're like, we know we locked it. We went out the garage, So we know we locked it because we went out of the garage. So my mom runs inside. By the way, my mom has a concealed license, so she has her like weapon ready because you don't know if they're still in the house. You don't know if they're dangerous. My mom's like, stay out here. I'm going in. And so my mom went inside and like she said, we like ran in after her because we were obviously afraid. Like we don't want anyone to hurt her. So me and my sister run inside and our whole house is destroyed. Like, they threw everything everywhere. Like, they took our computer, they took our TV, they took my hamper, which is really weird, but they filled it with DVDs, I'm guessing, because they threw my clothes out of my hamper, and they filled it, I guess, with DVDs, because all of our DVDs were gone. They ransacked the house. Like, they took everything valuable that they could find. And they did it fast. And so, we never flaunted. This was, like, a little bit of back in the day. I don't quite know how old I was. I think I was maybe 12, 13. So the only social media around, I think, was MySpace. And obviously nobody's flaunting their wealth on MySpace. And we weren't even that wealthy. We were like lower middle class, like not poor, but like getting by barely. And so when that happened, obviously my mom called the cops, and you never get your full amounts worth back. Like they'll write you, like your insurance will cover it, but it doesn't replace anything you have, and it barely covers what you got stolen. But karma's a bitch because they decided to rob our neighbor's house and our other neighbor's house. So these dummies came back to our neighborhood, robbed our neighbor's house, and wait, they robbed both of our neighbors in front of us, and they were robbing our neighbors right next to us. And the cops show up because someone reported them, and they ended up going to jail. So, haha. We never got our stuff back, but our neighbors did. So, that's cool. I think they ended up moving after that, which is sad. Because you never feel safe in your home after it gets robbed. Like, you'll never feel safe. Anyway, I slept with my light on for a month because I was afraid they would come back even though they were in jail because I just didn't feel safe. But anyway, now we're in a day and age where like social media, people flaunt their stuff. You can easily have your address leaked on the internet. It's scary. So just always be aware of your surroundings. Always be aware of like what you post, what you do, stuff like that. I mean, obviously, I'm still learning that too, and I'm definitely not perfect either. I post stuff and I regret it right away. I was like, crap. But it's better to be like super cautious. That was the only time our house got robbed, but luckily it made us more aware of like just like people in general. I love chips. God, this is a lot of dip. I didn't realize it's like a never-ending bowl of queso. I can't stand it when I can't see the food. It drives me insane. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even care what like you look like in general. I just want to look at the food. Like, I don't even stare at the person sometimes. I just stare at their food. So when they're eating in the car and all I see is their face, I'm like, I can't. Yummy, yummy, yummy. There's another plane. Why? The universe hates me. Jesus is like, that's what you get for doing drugs, you little druggie. I don't do drugs anymore, Jesus. Yeah. Whew. It looks like I'm reaching in to the Dorito bag, but I'm not. Like, I got Ruffles. Yum, yum, yum. Jeez. They're never ending today. I don't know what they're doing with these planes. I'm not even near an airport. No. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Do what you gotta do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.